Hello everyone, this is my last day on Earth. I got shivers down my spine just by looking at these deadly cuties. They contain enough poison to kill 8,000 people. This fish has a piranha-like ability to slice off bits of flesh in the blink of an eye. The fugu is also one of the only fish that can blink their eyes. If you have any interest in exciting and unorthodox cuisine, then you've probably heard of fugu, the deadly Japanese pufferfish that somehow gets turned into a delicious treat. Not content with the wide array of non-toxic fish on the planet, Japanese chefs decided to go the extra mile and make a delicacy out of one of the most poisonous fish on the planet. Because of its ability to kill with a mere mouthful, eating fugu is an exercise in bravery as well as financial fortitude, because this deadly delicacy will cost you $265 per kilogram in its high season. It is very important that you're a brave person before eating this, or a culinary adventurer with a lot of money. In restaurants, you could end up paying $600 for just 2 fish, and a plate of fugu will cost you at least $118. So, why does it cost so much? Well, there are tons of species of pufferfish in the world, more than 100 in fact. And out of all of these, only 22 species are approved by the Japanese government for its use in restaurants. Among these 22 approved species, only one stands out as the most poisonous, and that's the tiger pufferfish, aka torafugu. This dangerous fish is widely regarded as the most delicious pufferfish on the planet. For many, the fugu-fish is just like the Kobe beef from the sea. If you're visiting Japan and want to try something new, you can often find wild torafugu at the most exclusive restaurants, where it is served as a perfectly thinly sliced sashimi, deep fried, and even used to make hot sake called hirazaki. Being able to afford to eat torafugu is a status of wealth in itself, so imagine what it would be like to own a restaurant that serves torafugu. My sources tell me that girls really like guys who own that pufferfish restaurant in Japan. Because the consumption of fugu is closely linked with ancient Japanese culture, you can find most wild fugu restaurants around Tokyo's historic districts close to the Asakusa Temple, and there are only 3,000 restaurants with chefs properly trained in the preparation and presentation of fugu in Tokyo. In case you're wondering just what the heck fugu is,
actually, isn't that... It is! It's a pufferfish!
it's the cutest fish I've seen in a while that farts from its mouth. Aside from, the fact that they can kill you, fugu fish might be the cutest animals under the sea. When threatened, they puff up into a round, funny-looking ball that's up to 3 times their regular size. A round, funny-looking balloon with enough poison to kill a full-grown man several times over. This rapid expansion is made possible by the fact that the fugu fish is essentially boneless, and so literally every inch of it can expand. I know some people who wish they had that problem. If this isn't enough to scare away the predator, the fugu fish will then literally play dead and hope for the best. A chemical compound known as tetrodotoxin is found in fugu that is 1,200 times more toxic than cyanide. After years of evolution, the fish developed this poisonous defense to avoid being eaten by predators. They are reportedly the second most poisonous vertebrate in the world, as tetrodotoxin, or TTX, is a dangerous neurotoxin that inhibits the ability for nerve cells to communicate with the body. The fugu fish is so poisonous that about 50 years ago, up to 100 Japanese thrill seekers died every year due to fugu fish poisoning. Nowadays, better meal preparation means that the fugu fish is more popular than ever, and thousands of people now consume fugu fish with regularity. It does make you ask the question about the bravery of the Japanese though, because even the threat of earthquakes, tsunamis, and nuclear disasters couldn't stop Japanese people from eating this fish. So in essence, hundreds of years of evolution is wasted for the pufferfish, of course. Who did it first? Every deadly plant or animal had one brave soul willing to try it out, and the case of the fugu fish is no different. It is theorized that the fugu fish made its way into Japanese cuisine by the end of the 16th century, although we have no idea who was the first person to try the fugu fish. What we do know was there was a special case of fugu fish poisoning in the military unit. After watching the horror of fugu poisoning, the military governor of Japan prohibited further fishing and consumption of fugu fish. However, according to some ancient stories, a group of samurais couldn't survive after an evening party. But Japanese people never give up when it comes to eating something. How is the poison removed? Warning, don't try this at home. It's just for educational purposes. The tricky part of preparing fugu fish, and one of the reasons why it's so expensive, is due to the fact that a lot of the poisonous parts of the fish must be removed to render them edible. Experts believe that the poisonous parts are the gills, the heart, gallbladder, kidneys, liver, ovaries, and the eyes. All these must be removed as soon as possible, and I'm sure figuring out what parts would kill you would have been quite an adventure. I wonder how many people in the past would have given up their life just to identify which part is poisonous. As if this wasn't difficult enough, the poisonous parts of the fish differ according to their species, and the tastiest part of one species of pufferfish may be the deadliest in another species or gender. Amusingly, one of the hardest things to distinguish between can be the female fugu's ovaries, which are extremely toxic, and the male's testicles, which are a delicacy. So you're literally risking your life on the basis of if a chef can differentiate testicles from ovaries. Once the toxic glands have all been removed, all other parts of the fish are used, with even the fin being served in sake. The chef removes even a small amount of blood from fugu's meat by washing blood thoroughly off the meat. Fugu fish preparation and sale is very tightly regulated by the Japanese government, with chefs taking difficult exams to prove their ability to safely prepare the delicacy. As a matter of fact, in order to qualify as a chef requires 2 years of study, years of apprenticeship, and a tough test which a third of the applicants fail.
おー、来た来た。うまそうだよ。うまそうっすね。天才、腕あるね、腕。長いでしょ。板さん、祈ってますからね。いえいえ、私は多分ウェイダーです。
Talk about rigorous. This training is necessary though, as even the smallest piece of badly prepared fugu fish can cause vomiting, paralysis, fainting, and eventually death, and there's no known antidote. The fish is killed seconds before preparation with a special technique that keeps it as fresh as possible and served in thin slices. How does it taste? Well, pufferfish is one of the greatest experiences you can put your mouth through. When served as sashimi, it is melt-in-your-mouth tender with a sweet, oily texture. It has a slightly chewy texture with a subtle taste and an amazing smell. In fact, when I first tried it, my reaction was essentially,
"Oh my god, am I poisoned? My voice just changed."
It's basically like testing the Japanese McDonald's. If you're interested in fugu fish, you must choose only a licensed chef in Japan. Do not try it on your own. You know, a living subscriber is so important to me, so live long and hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
for you.